I know.
There are two ways to get a bid for Marathon Monday. Either you qualify or you commit to raising money for one of the race's charity partners. Our Leanne Stapleton joins us this morning to talk about somebody who's doing the latter after she was inspired by a boy from Biddeford. Hey, Leanne.
Hey, good morning, Lee and Sharon. That boy, his name was Gio. He had a rare genetic disease called Markio A syndrome. It affected the way his bones grew, and eventually he had to use a wheelchair, and then he passed away in 2023. Gio's grandparents cared for him through it all and tried to keep his spirit alive, which is why they were touched to find out that one of his former doctors plans to honor Gio on Marathon Monday.
I miss him as much now as the day he passed away.
Stephen and Darlene LeClaire are Gio's great-grandparents.
They told us 10, 12 years probably, and he only lasted 5.
Because of a rare genetic condition, Gio spent a lot of time at the Barbara Bush Children's Hospital in Portland.
He was on the 7th floor, 6th or 7th floor, and I don't like elevators. So for 7 months, I climbed 14 flights of stairs every day.
Stephen did what he had to do to see his Gio, and the same went for Darlene.
It was hard, but I did it for Gio. Did whatever I could to help him through his journey.
After about 7 months at Barbara Bush, the LeClaires were told Gio needed to go to the Franciscan Children's Hospital in Brighton, Massachusetts.
And that one of us had to go down with him and learn how to take care of the trach. And I was like, I can't do that. I'm 71 years old. And they said, well, if one of you aren't willing to do that, then he would go into hospice. And I was like, okay. Hold on, I'm going.
Gio spent a couple of months there.
I think about him a lot. I carry him around with me.
Erin Donnelly was his physical therapist.
He rolled over and looked at me and was like, hey, my name's Gio, and I love cheese.
The time Gio and Erin spent together was short but sweet.
And we always lived by the mantra of, when things got harder, I would tell him, what can you do? And he would say, I can do hard things.
What can you do?
I can do hard things.
Eventually, Gio was able to go back home to Biddeford, but passed away soon after.
One of those kids that I would hope to see visit one day and, roll down the hallway in his chair and tell me about everything he had done since he went home.
Now, Stephen and Darlene look back on the good times and the funny moments.
You get him a little mad, he go, you wouldn't like me when I get mad, But the whole didn't say that. He said, you wouldn't like me when I get angry. And I tried to correct him. No, it's, well, you wouldn't like me when I get angry. No, you won't like me when I get mad.
Cherishing both painful and sweet memories. Taking
care of him and giving him love and hugs and kisses, and I just miss all of it.
Erin Donnelly is running the Boston Marathon on April 21st, representing Franciscan Children's Hospital. She'll be taking on the 26.2-mile trek in honor of Gio and the other kids at the hospital. Erin told me when she does hit the pavement, it'll be hard not to think of Gio along the way. In the studio, Leanne Stapleton, News Center, Maine.